Watermaker. Invest drinking water from the sea. Water isn't an investment. It's a fundamental right we must protect and supply. We offer a low-cost technology that converts seawater into drinking water on an industrial scale. Imagine the possibilities for cities and agriculture in poor and arid regions. Our legacy. We don't have a technology problem. The solutions are here. What we need are people with vision and resources to help us implement the solutions to the world's biggest problem. Due to climate issues, the global rainfall patterns are changing rapidly, with millions displaced without water to sustain life and agriculture. While others are looking to science to genetically modify the way food is grown for arid conditions, we've been looking at it differently. What if we could simply create an endless supply of power, food, and water for the people and regions who are in immediate need? Not only that, but to mobilize it to future areas of need. We have the technology options to deliver clean drinking water on an industrial scale. 70% of the planet is covered by water, but only 2.5% is freshwater. Just 1% of our freshwater is accessible. The Watermaker makes pure water out of seawater, and all humans should have affordable access to drinkable water, completely safe for people and the environment. There is problems and there is also solution and objective for this system. Number one of the problems, lack of drinking water worldwide. This is amplified into the poor areas due to the current high cost of water treatment and desalations. Two, freshwater makes up a very small fraction of all water at the planet. Less than 2.5% is fresh, with only 1% accessible, but it's drying up. Three, climate change and extreme weather leaves more water inaccessible. 4. Current methods of drinking water production are expensive to build and maintain. They also include the use of chemicals that are unhealthy for both humans, animals, marine life, and environment. 5. Desalination plants produce brine that is then returned to the ocean, creating high salt areas which can be devastating for regions, marine life, and ocean environment. 6. Many countries are suffering from severe drought with no reprieve for farmers or the poor regions. 7. Example, Aruba has no natural water source and is entirely dependent on desalination as it is an island surrounded by sea. 8. Traditional desalination systems are big, expensive, with high cost for production and maintenance. But there is solution and objectives here too. 1. The Watermaker offers sustainable, reliable, and scalable production of clean drinking water. We can get clean drinking water to areas in need quickly and cheap comparing to existing systems. We can support at low cost the agricultural development in communities that have been suffering for decades. 2. No environment impact, no use of chemicals, not even for cleaning. This is lifting the benchmark for clean drinking water. There is no toxic waste, brine or residuals. 3. Low cost production. 4. The water maker can be shipped and set up rapidly to any country in the world with shoreline. There is water can be piped or trucked to remote regions. 5. Easy to maintain and operate. 6. 94 production time with minimal energy requirements. It even can be self-powered with solar energy. 7. The structure of the basin is 1 meter height, 10 meter wide, 40 meter long, with an upper structure of 3.83 meter height, 10 meter wide, and 40 meter long. This giving a production of 52,000 cubic a day. 8. Potential sustainable business given to global water issues. Goals set and achieved for the system. Number 1. No chemical use, at least not man-made chemicals, not even for cleaning. 2. No expensive equipment. 3. No high-tech engineering and easy to run the production. 4. No expensive or complicated maintenance. 5. Minimum energy requirements. 6. No toxic waste or residues. 7. No danger to humans, animals, or fish, and it's environmental safe. 8. No expensive filters or membranes. 9. No production of CO2. 10. Prefabricated, easy for shipment to any country, assembly and maintenance by local personnel. 11. If possible, 100% production time. Now we are almost 94%. 12. Should run 24 hours a day to maximum production. 13. Minimum lifespan of 50 years. Summary of founding requirements for Maya project. Development of unique water production technology. Overview. All humans should have access to clean drinking water, no matter their location. We have the solution. Our water production technology converts seawater molecules into potable drinking water to EU and UN standards. Unique technology does not harm the environment, zero brine or contaminants, zero harm to marine life, and can be scaled to full commercial production. Timeline is July 2025, action startup first plant, and then February 2026, first plant in production. Location, where needed, anywhere on the earth close to the seashore. Estimated break-even point is averaged over 9 to 12 months. Required funding and pricing. First plant is 3.8 million euros to complete. Running cost estimated 200,000 euros a year, and the molecular separator cost of 2.2 million euros. Now a short summary of some of the benefits with the Watermaker. No chemical use, at least not man-made chemicals, not even for cleaning. There is no expensive equipment. No high-tech engineering, and it's easy to run the production. No expensive or complicated maintenance. Minimum energy requirements. No toxic waste or reduces. It's no danger to humans, animals, or fish. No expensive filter or membranes. No production of CO2. Prefabricated and easy for shipment to any country, and its assembly and maintenance is simple. If possible, 100 production time. Should run 24 hours a day to maximum production. Water density. Density of water depends on its temperature. At 4 degrees Celsius, pure water reaches its maximum density. Example: the solid of most substances is denser than liquid phase. Thus, a block of most solids will sink in the liquid. However, a block of ice floats in liquid water because ice is less dense. Visibility and condensation. Water vapor is completely miscible with air. Compared with total atmospheric pressure, the maximum water vapor pressure that is thermodynamically stable with a liquid at a given temperature is relatively low. Example: if the vapor particle pressure is 2% of atmospheric pressure and the air is cooled from 25 degrees, starting about 22 degrees, water will start condense, defining the dew point. By running a shower or a bath, when the temperature stays about the same, the vapor soon reaches the pressure for phase change, and then condenses out as a minute water droplets on your mirror. Electrolysis of water. Electrolysis. Water can be split into constituent elements, hydrogen and oxygen, by passing an electric current through it. Water molecules naturally dissociate into H and OH- ions, which are attracted towards the cathode and anode respectively. The electrolysis has no value to the system, as the cathode and anode metals will slowly deteriorate and pollute the water with metal particles. How the Watermaker works. It separates a seawater molecule, HO and NCl/salt, in the first layer, 1 μ, of the seawater level in the basin. NaCl is not a gas, so it returns to the sea. HNO molecules get in the air inside the Watermaker. It's hydrogen debonding. As the HNO saturates, those molecules reaches the cooling system where they will start to bond naturally. Hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding in pure H2O. This water will run from the cooling unit to the deposit and pump direct into the mains or a bigger basin. And just to repeat some of the bullet points. Here it's no heating, no electrolysis, no harm on life on the water, and it's no harm on environment. A short economic overview. Initial investment 3.8 million euros and running cost a year 200,000 euros. Profit first year could be as much as 12 million. Break even point 9 to 12 months. Depending on local economy, and lifespan is minimum 50 years. Just to repeat some of the main bullet points. The investment will have a break-even within 9 to 12 months. It can be shipped and assembled into any country in the world with a shoreline. It's easy to operate and maintain and can be done by local personnel. It's environmental hazard free. UN Sustainable Development Goals. The Watermaker directly contributes to 9 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. If you want to hear more about Watermaker, feel free to contact one of us in the team, Svein Terje or Marco. Contact information is shown on the page down here.